Hey everybody. So the date is January 19th, 2019 here. I got a whole bunch of super hot peppers growing in my basement right now. I mean, it's freaking crazy how many I got to germinate this year. Needless to say, I'm getting better at this. Anyway, what's even crazier is that I made this seed starting mix that I wish if I could go back in time, I would have made the mix that I actually started the seeds in, which is, they all started in these. I wish I would have made that like this. And I didn't, but I'm wishing I did. Anyway, what I did was I took them, once I found this new mix that I wanted to use, I took them all out and repotted them in these bigger cells so that they could get bigger, obviously. And I used a different mix. And so basically the mix that I used was 50% Pro Mix, 50% Wiggle worm castings, and then I also threw in some Osmocote and Azomite in some of it. Just little things like that, just playing around, experimenting. I even mixed up some rooting gel. And after I transplanted them, I threw the rooting gel on top. And man, the explosion has been crazy. Crazy growth. I mean, so to put it in perspective, a lot of these plants were started at the same time as these, right? So if you look at the size, and here's my finger for perspective here, even these are starting to get nice and juicy, and they're looking like they're about ready to get moved out too. But they weren't this big before. And you compare it to something like this. I mean, the explosion of growth. Look at some of these back here. Here's a Peach Ghost Scorpion. Or actually, no, I'm sorry, Peach Ghost Jammy. This is just a Peach Ghost Jammy. Yep. And then here's my KS Lemon Starburst. This is probably going to be the one that I end up entering in the competition. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see where we sit here in about a month or so. But yeah, man, look at the explosion of growth. These Peach Ghost Jammies just are massive. I mean, it's a lot of them. So these I did a little later. These I just transplanted, like, I want to say a couple days ago. These have been transplanted for almost a week now, just close enough to a week. And these have only been a couple of days, so they're smaller still over here. But even like over the last 24 to 48 hours, look at the size of this purple ghost. Right? This purple ghost scorpion, the leaves have just exploded on it. They're just getting so big so fast. This mix is beautiful. I might do a video showing how I make it, but it's mostly inspired by M.I. Gardner. I mean, this is crazy. It's crazy. The amount of explosion I'm seeing on some of these plants is out of this world. I even took some smaller ones. These MOA Scotch bonnets were looking kind of like they weren't enjoying the soil composition they were in before. So I decided to move them a little prematurely. But, I mean, they seem to be bouncing right back very quickly. They're starting to see explosion of growth too. I mean, this one has probably almost doubled in size over the past 48 hours, I want to say. Maybe 36 hours. Yeah, man. I mean, there's so much green. And it's just going to get crazier. These things are going to get huge, and I'm so excited about it. What a great start to 2019. I mean, this is beautiful. Just so you can see some other stuff that's getting ready to go to the bigger pots like that, which I don't even know where I'm going to put them because I'm running out of space rather quickly. But basically everything in this tray needs to end up getting repotted, which is a fair amount of plants. If you look at that, that's, I mean, we're looking at like 15 or 20 in there. That's easily a whole nother one of these trays, if not more. Probably more, actually. 9, 12, yeah, I mean, if it's 20, I mean, this is going to turn into 2 trays on its own right there. Then I've got this tray over here. These are the first ones I started back in the beginning of December. Well, at least what's left of them that haven't already been potted, transplanted out. And I mean, everything in here looks pretty good still. These purple ghost scorpions are ready to go now. They need to be repotted out too. And it's getting hard to keep up with all this, and I haven't even started like the milder peppers yet. The seeds haven't even been started yet. So I don't even know what to do. The space is limited, and I may end up having to just start giving some of these away because I just don't know what to do with them all. I don't have enough space. And by the way, this light is working beautifully. So I had this light last year, but I definitely wasn't using it to its maximum potential. But this light is definitely providing a beautiful amount of light to all of these peppers. Just the one light. So that's good. But yeah. There you go. There's a little update on my grow for 2019 so far. We're a little over halfway through January. And things are looking beautiful. Look at this Naga Viper right here. Look at the growth on that. Look at that stem. So short and fat. Huge leaves on it now. It's a beautiful thing. Alright guys. Peace.